My dear brave people of the southern Cameroons, I salute you this day once more. I come before you today to reiterate that the victory that we scored on Friday is only the start of very, very serious work we have before us. The good news is flowing. It will continue to flow. We all know right now that Yaoundé is totally confused. We have listened to local radio stations in Yaoundé. You realize that our French-speaking brothers and sisters are now beginning to clearly understand that the government of Mr. Paul Biya has been manipulating them all this while and concealing the truth by all means, giving the impression that it was just a little bunch of people who were so desirous of breaking the peace in Cameroon. By coming out in millions, you showed not only to Mr. Paul Biya and to the world, but you communicated too to our brothers and sisters who so badly needed to know the truth. Today, they are beginning to dig deeper. They are beginning to dig further. They are beginning to understand that the people of southern Cameroons are truly hurt. My dear brothers and sisters, while these people are understanding, some among them have come up, yes, because of our resilience, because of our steadfastness, because of our organization, because we have braved all odds to remain strictly united, because we have broken the evil reigns of divide and rule that sought at all times to hit the southwest against the northwest, and we have shown them that we are one, that southern Cameroons is one and indivisible. That is why today they are beginning to know that they have to take us seriously. But while this is happening, there are some who, because all those evil tactics have failed, are now calling completely that they should annihilate us, that they should wipe all of us out, that they should kill all of us. You have observed for yourself that after Friday, a responsible government's response would definitely have been humble yourself, get towards the people, and try now to open meaningful dialogue. But no, Yaoundé will not do that. They have emptied Douala and Yaoundé and every other city in La République of military personnel and shipped all of them to the northwest and southwest, because they believe that by sending those people in to come and start attacking, intimidating, creating all sorts of provocation to arrest as many youths as possible before the 1st of October, they will kill the momentum. I tell them, you are liars. Let me remind you that Napoleon Bonaparte has the largest army in history. Yes, Napoleon Bonaparte began very huge army. Napoleon Bonaparte be win 40 battles non-stop. But one day be day, with that whole army be wiped out. So me, I want to draw una attention. Make these people not frighten una. Once they find una in good numbers, like it will be the case on Friday, they be powerless. They not fit do nothing. Because when God give instruction, even devil, it obey. Country people, I want to draw the attention for all the young people. Everywhere they do, don't talk to me, all man get whistle. Make una get una whistle so that even for night when they sleep, when you hear the first sign, say that they touch on my house, because the one they lost light for night, they do evil arrest. Sound your whistle. When you hear some my whistle sound, may all whistle sound all side, and may all man come out spontaneously. Put an end to this garbage. We must stop these people. Now I want to give specific message for we brothers and sisters with the day for gendarme, for police, and for military, even for B, for La République. Una know say they don't trust una again. Una say no say they don't take guns from una throughout. They didn't even hold meetings until they need to call una. But the last meeting where they hold them again, after this palaver on Friday, they hold them with police. They don't plan seweti because people then for the way now, even Betty people now that they inform me. They plan seweti. Say they go come out there and they go kill, they want kill, they want do all, they want torture, they want do all kinds of things for destroy we. Una brothers una dede, una sisters una dede, una di here. Una they sit down the way to make they go finish una family them. Then una will talk to una they protect which kind of work for take the money where the one I get from that work, do it today. Make una know. Say when una continue for remain silent, When the time don't right, be ready for una two for hook up can join una people for take weight away belong to una. Una stay quiet instead you watch as they kill them, their blood to the stain una hands. I want to take this one now. I talk and for those who ministers them, those who directors general, those big people them where they Yaoundé, Douala, and all those were now Southern Cameroonians. Take this message from me. You heard the governor of the Southwest region, Okalia Bilai Bernard. You heard him say on Cameroon Calling, and he's gone with it, that Southern Cameroonians are dogs. Before him, there was this other young man, Jacques Zéhou, said on Vision Card that we were rats. Yes, because we have demonstrated that we want to be recognized as people, they have now come out to tell us in the open exactly how they used to call us in private. Mr. Minister, I want to remind you something. Mr. Director General, I want to remind you. Mr. Whatever you are in La République, let me tell you something. I had the opportunity to serve a member of government in Yaoundé. He is of the ruling clan. And when I got to him, he said, Mr. Akuro, do you know why I like to work with you? Because you are one person who is very frank. You are not somebody who talks left and then talks right. You take your position, it is public and everybody knows. You came to me and I asked you if you were CPDM and you said no. But I discovered there is talent in you. And I've been working with you all this while and I trust and I respect your political opinion. But you know what? A good lot of your other brothers and sisters in this thing, we know them. Even if we see them, wear a cap, CPDM, wear a suit, CPDM, wear a shirt, CPDM, tie, CPDM, the innerwear, CPDM, even their panties, CPDM, and their socks, CPDM. When we remove all these layers and find CPDM, we still stop somewhere and say, no, the opposition spirit is in the blood. So they don't trust you. Why do you continue to empty yourself in a situation where they don't trust you? Mr. Young Philemon and your government members who are with you there, when they say Southern Cameroonians are dogs, it includes you. When you stay silent, you are admitting that you are a dog. And when you stay silent at the time that you are supposed to speak, note it, that silence is acquiescence. And you are a magistrate, you know this, that silence is acquiescence. And you know that we do not commit sin only by commission, we also commit sin by omission, by refusing to stand up and talk when you ought to do so. I want to move over now to our MPs and congratulate all of those MPs who have decided to take the bull by the horns and announce their resignation. I know there are some of you who have just talked about this issue of resignation because you want to calm spirit. You're able to say, no, he will not do anything because you tell yourself that you have only spoken and you have not written. Let me assure you, the Anglo-Saxon tradition is one of gentlemanliness. And you know as well as I do that contracts are both written and oral. What you open your mouth and say, we hold you to it. And I want to draw your attention to this particularly because Honorable Bernard Forju of Lebialem extraction, of the Lebialem constituency, you told the people of Lebialem before leaving that you were resigning from parliament. But when we called you on the phone to verify from you, is it true that you are resigning? Don't think that is Bakuro himself who should have called you. But you know, we sent people who called you and you said, I have no intention to resign from parliament whatsoever. Who are you fooling? Yourself? With who are you playing games? And I want to draw the attention of the President of the Republic and all those at the presidency doing the black things under the evil garments. We know because you have upped your game. You now are trying to use the two tools that you know how to use best. One, intimidate, and the next one, bribe. On those parliamentarians who have declared their intention to step out of the Parliament of La République and to answer the Republican call from Southern Cameroonians. Yes, you are threatening to arrest and at the same time proposing money because you know the effect of what they have done. But let me assure you that Honorable Mbandam, that Honorable Joseph Banatzem, that Honorable Wiba, that all of these members of parliament who have taken the bull by the horns, that all the members of parliament of Bui division who have announced that they are resigning, these are people of substance who will no longer accept to sell their souls when they see their people dying, being killed every day like dogs, as Governor Okala Bilai says. And you will watch and see Mr. Biya who congratulate Governor Okala Bilai for calling us Southern Cameroonians dogs. You are parliamentarians. You should note this. You are not resigning to go and stay in your homes. You are resigning because with effect from the 1st of October, you are convening as the Constituent Assembly of the people of the Southern Cameroons. And you will be joined by those who have already been delegated and put in place by the Governing Council to start legislating, to start setting the foundation, the basis of a strong nation, of a strong Southern Cameroons. Those of you senators, those of you parliamentarians who are yet to answer the Republican call, time is running out on you. The people sent you to Yaoundé. They have called you back. They have not called you back that you are fired. They have called you back that come back. Do the same thing we sent you to go and do in Yaoundé, but in Southern Cameroons. That is representation. My dear brothers and sisters, you have noticed that the women who stayed for a long time to wait and see how serious this matter was, have spoken. And we always said that when our mothers and our sisters and our wives will rise up and join this revolution, it will be a game changer. I'm sure everybody saw last Friday, everybody saw on Friday the 22nd of September, that this is definitely a game changer. Because our sisters, our wives, our mothers have risen and they will not go back to their beds and hide there and say, okay, we have done it for one day. No, they have risen once and for all. And because they have risen, we have moved an inch closer to victory. I want to point this out and make it very clear to all of us that we should understand. The boys have done a great job. The boys are still doing a wonderful job. The girls were involved in this struggle from the point go. But you see to it that the mother said, because the girls have been doing it, it was time enough for the women to come into the fray. Now the boys have worked so hard. It is time now for the men to come in. By men, I mean our funds and our chiefs. The chairman of the Governing Council and his entire team have handed power back to you. But like I said before, this power that has been handed to you is not for you to turn around and do what you have known how to do best in the past. We are watching you. We have our eyes on you. And we expect you to do simply what you are supposed to do. The time has come for all diversion to stop. The time has come for all forms of pranks and games and everything to be put to an end. As we all await, very anxiously, that important announcement that will come from the Intericon Palace, because Mr. John Frundi knows the appointment he has with history. Mr. John Frundi knows that we cannot afford to go back to the 1992 syndrome, where we had momentum almost similar to what we had on the 22nd of September. But at the end of the day, the card of stupid appeasement was played, and it has taken us from 1992 right up to 2017. How many years to get back to where we are today? Mr. Frundi, the time for you to rise to the occasion has come. And that announcement is expected before Sunday, because the people of Southern Cameroons have made clear their intentions to go. Now I bring you big news. This big news I bring to you is for you to know that even on the international scene, people have also observed that the train is gone. And a lot of them are beginning to jump onto that train and to sing hurrah, hooray to the people of Southern Cameroons. In the days ahead, the city of Lowell in Massachusetts, in the United States of America, will be flying the flag of Southern Cameroons in its premises. This flag, when they will fly it, it will no longer come down. There are two flags only flying in that place. You have the federal flag of the United States of America and the state flag. And now the next flag that is going to join there will be the flag of Southern Cameroons, which will be flying to glory. For those of you who are thinking that we are staying behind, the world has already joined us in our onward movement. It is time for you to do exactly what you are supposed to do. So as I say, Sunday will be the day of the Million March. Sunday, nobody will stay behind. But before Sunday, we are expecting all those important announcements that will come in. Yes, take the bull by the horns. You cannot stand by and watch your people being killed by day and by night. Their blood will be on your hands. I bet you, my dear brothers and sisters, in 1992, people became martyrs for the sake of freedom. Those people, although they have long been buried, their spirits have still been loitering around. Yes, because they have not yet been given reason enough to transit. Yes, others have joined since the end of 2016. Others joined on the 22nd of September. Their souls are gone, but the spirits will continue loitering until we hand them the freedom. Until we hand them that freedom, which will be their passport, their ticket to effectively transit to the next world. My dear brothers and sisters, if we had failed the others over the years and kept them loitering around for a long time, the time has come for us not to fail any of them again, because we have to take our appointment before history. I want to end this talk by saying, any of you who is interested in supporting us to make sure that all of those who go out there to march on the 1st of October should have at least hand flags, call me on 443-808-7103. And then I will tell you exactly how you bring in your contribution to make this possible. And again, note, what we need most now is money. It has been made very clear that we need plenty of money. So for those of you who have not reacted yet, pick